We want to solve quadratic functions by graphing and factoring, and we want to solve quadratic equations by graphing, solve quadratic equations algebraically by factoring. So first thing we want to do is we want to be able to rewrite this quadratic function in factored form. So then we can get my lead term is x squared, so I know that I have to have x in x here. My last term is -6, so I can either use 3 and 2, or I can use 1 and 6. 1 and 6 is not going to work because it won't add to -1, so I'm going to have to use 3 and 2, and I know that I want to have a -1, so the bigger number has to be negative, so that's going to be negative and positive. And when I'm solving this, the reason that we put it in factored form here is because we want to use the zero product property. So we want to set this equal to 0. The zero product property. So 0, we're setting it equal to 0. Product, we're multiplying two expressions together. And if one of them is 0, the whole thing is 0. So what we do with that then is we take each one of them and we set them equal to 0 and see what the answer is going to be. So 0 is equal to x plus 2. So we can subtract 2, and we get -2 is equal to x. That's one of our zeros. Then over here, we're going to say 0 is equal to x minus 3. So we add 3 and add 3, and then we get 3 is equal to x. So these are the solutions. These are the zeros. These are the roots. They're all the same thing. So then we have those 2 points that we can graph at 3, 0. So 3 zeros right here. That's one of the roots. 3, 0. And then we have 2, -2, 0. And now the only thing left to find is the vertex, and then we can graph it. For this one, we're going to have to use x equals p plus q divided by 2. In this case, we have p is -2 and q is 3. And so what we get is we can say -2 plus 3, and so we get x equals 1/2. So we can graph that 1/2 for our axis of symmetry. And in order to find the vertex, we can substitute the 1/2 back into the equation. So here we get y equals, we're going to put 1/2 in for x, minus 1/2, minus 6. So we get 1/2 and 1/2. And 1/2 squared is 1/4. Minus 1/2, minus 6. And 1 minus 2/4 is a -1/4. -1/4 minus 6. So this is going to be y equals -6 and 1/4. So our vertex is located at 1/2, -6 and 1/4. And so we can graph that. And if we count by 2's on here, so we got -2, -4, -8, and then we can plot that 0. So that would be 6, and 1/4 is a little bit less than that, and then we can plot our parabola through those 3 points, the vertex and the 2 zeros.